Okay, so let's jump right in. Data. It's just,
Mhm.
it feels like it's everywhere now, doesn't it?
Oh, absolutely. Streaming in constantly from, well, all over the place.
And the real challenge, it seems, isn't just getting the data. We saw this across a lot of material.
Hmm.
It's, managing it, wrangling that flood effectively when it's coming from all these disparate sources.
Exactly right. And that's really where data automation steps up. It becomes pretty essential.
Okay, so define that for us a bit. Data automation.
Sure. Think of it as setting up systems to handle the data journey, the collecting, the processing, even the analysis,
Uh-huh.
but with minimal or ideally no manual work involved.
Right. Taking the human out of the repetitive loop.
Precisely. And the big win there, which we saw highlighted, is freeing up your teams.
So they're not just bogged down in tasks.
Exactly. They can shift from those, tedious, repetitive things to actually analyzing the data, finding the insights.
Focusing on the strategic value, not just the mechanics.
Yeah, it lets human cleverness focus where it matters most.
That does sound powerful, like really transformative for an organization.
It can be.
But like with anything powerful,
Yeah.
I guess there's a right way, maybe a less right way to approach it.
Definitely. You can't just flip a switch.
We looked at quite a bit on this, best practices guides, even some analyst reports.
Hmm.
And the goal that kept coming up wasn't just automation itself. It was building pipelines that are, you know, effective,
Efficient.
that actually deliver.
That's the key. Value delivery.
So if you're listening and thinking about implementing this, where do you even begin? What's step one according to our sources?
Well, interestingly, it often comes back less to the specific tech first
Yeah.
and more to the why. Why are you actually doing this?
The objective. Makes sense.
You're spot on. One source really hammered this home. A lot of these projects stumble because the objective is fuzzy.
Like just automating.
Yeah,
Because you can.
kind of, yeah. And the data showed a big jump, like nearly 30% in success rates when clear KPIs were set up front.
Like what kind of KPIs?
Things like, we need to cut data processing time by 40%, or we need real-time dashboards for the sale team, specifics.
Got it. So automation without a clear target is just making a faster mess.
Pretty much. A sophisticated mess, maybe, but still a mess. And tied right into that objective piece is data quality.
Yes. The garbage in, garbage out principle.
It came up constantly. You simply can't automate your way out of bad data.
So what do? Build checks in early.
Exactly. Things like rigorous validation right when the data comes in.
Yeah.
Schema checks, maybe cross-referencing.
Catching errors at the door, basically.
Before they pollute everything downstream, yeah.
Okay, so get the why clear. Ensure the data is clean.
Mm.
What about looking ahead? Planning for the future? Scalability seemed like a big theme.
Huge. And it's where you really need some foresight.
You mean don't just build for today's needs?
Right. We saw this case study, actually, where a company built a really rigid system, worked fine at first, but then their data volumes just exploded like 400% in under 2 years.
Ouch. System couldn't cope.
Total bottleneck. They needed a complete, really expensive rebuild.
So the takeaway is,
Design for flexibility from the start. Think modular, think APIs. Build something that can grow and adapt easily.
a system that evolves with the business, not one that holds it back.
Precisely. Build it so it doesn't get stuck in concrete when things inevitably change.
And it's definitely not something you just set up and then walk away from, is it?
Mhm.
Monitoring seems crucial.
Oh, absolutely not. Set it and forget. It's as a recipe for disaster here.
Why is that? What goes wrong?
Well, a common blind spot we saw mentioned was this observability aspect. You need really good monitoring.
Not just checking if it's on.
No, much more than that. You need to know how it's performing. Are there weird dips in data volume? Are processing times suddenly spiking? You need alerts for anomalies.
To catch problems before they snowball.
Exactly. There was this story about a logistics firm, an unnoticed pipeline failure. It caused chaos for days, impacted inventory, customers, everything.
Wow. Okay, so constant vigilance is key.
Mhm.
And the last big theme that really struck me across everything was this idea of predictability, dependability.
Yes. It's not just about speed, it's about trust. Can you rely on this automated process?
Like, will it run the same way correctly every time?
That's the goal. A really good automation setup is dependable, which means thinking about potential failures before they happen.
So planning for errors,
Yeah, building in things like redundancy, having clear error recovery steps, good logging so you can figure out what went wrong quickly.
making it resilient.
That's a great word for it. Resilient. The more predictable it is, the easier it is to manage, refine, and trust, like a reliable nervous system for your data.
Okay, so let's tie this all together.
Sure, I mean, when you do get it right, data automation really can be a massive advantage.
How so? Just recapping the core benefits.
Well, it saves huge amounts of time, obviously. It cuts down on those inevitable human errors. And crucially, it lets your team focus.
Focus on the insights, the action.
Exactly, making sense of the data and actually doing something meaningful with it.
So for you listening, the big message here seems to be, don't just dive headfirst into automation.
Right. Take that step back first.
Think about those pillars we discussed. Get your objectives crystal clear.
Yep.
Make data quality non-negotiable right from the start.
Absolute critical.
Plan for future growth and change that scalability piece. Keep a close eye on things with good monitoring
Always.
and design for that predictability, that dependability.
Build that trust.
These aren't just checklist items, are they? They're
Yep.
foundational for actually getting value.
They're how you set yourself up for real success.
So maybe the final thought is, focus on building that dependable, reliable system. Not just the fastest one possible, but one that consistently adds real, lasting value.